rock, so hard to extract. 35 tons of gold have been mined from this single mine. When gold was first discovered here in the early 19th century, at the end of the Gold Age, this gold mine wasn't an attractive proposition. At the time, it was hard to break rocks to mine gold with the existing tools and technologies. Only after 160 years since then, the mine began to be developed. How much gold was produced in this area in the past?
Logo no início, se a gente for falar em termos de quantidades, né, do que foi produzido, pode-se mais ou menos trabalhar com o número de qualquer coisa em torno de 200 toneladas, digamos assim, no início do século XVIII, até chegar no auge da produção, que já seria em meados do século XVIII, quando então existem registros que dão conta de uma produção em torno de 40 mil toneladas. Então, mas dá para a gente ter essa ideia, quer dizer, do início do século XVIII até meados do século XVIII, até 1750, essa produção passa da ordem de algumas centenas de toneladas para milhares de toneladas. Depois, na segunda metade do século XVIII, há um declínio muito grande.
During the peak years, 40,000 tons of gold was produced annually. However, the legends of gold tell us that the actual amount was probably much higher than that. Gold mines that were kept secret from the King of Portugal were discovered much later, while gold was found in the walls of old homes 200 years later. Although Portugal tightly monitored gold mines, it wasn't able to completely prevent smuggling activities. The 18th century was a golden age in Brazil. Today, Brazil is the richest country in mineral resources in the world, the #1 exporter of iron ore, #1 producer of niobium and manganese, and #2 producer of aluminum in the world. Furthermore, large oil fields. Brazil is opening a new era of gold. The maze-like streets along a hilly mountain eventually lead to one place, the church. There are 31 small and large churches in Ouro Preto. Why did the inhabitants of these gold mining towns build so many churches?
Quando os bandeirantes vieram para Ouro Preto, que eles pegaram o Padre Faria, depois pegaram essa parte do Antônio Dias, tá? E eles viram que tinha muito ouro, então o que eles fizeram? Começaram a colocar capelas em determinados pontos, porque os escravos eram muito católicos, para não deslocar até a igreja para rezar e alguém invadir aquela área deles. Então eles foram construindo as capelas para segurar os seus escravos naquela determinada região.
Churches tell us what kind of people lived in the village. They also tell the stories about people during the Gold Age.
Olha, hoje já não existem mais, mas havia tempos atrás uma separação por religião, por cores, por padrão de vida financeiro, tá? Como nós temos, por exemplo, a Igreja da Santa Efigênia, que é considerada a Igreja dos Negros, ou que seja escravos, que fica no alto da serra, era só para os negros não tinham direito de entrar na igreja, vamos dizer assim, dos senhorios. Vocês podem observar que nas igrejas nós temos as separações onde estão os bancos, que era lugar das mulheres e crianças. Os homens eram em pé do lado de dentro da cerquinha. Os comerciantes de poder aquisitivo mais altos eram na frente, próximo ao altar. E as autoridades, no caso do pessoal do império, eram em cima nas galerias. Então havia discriminação muito grande antigamente, e parece que esse tabu hoje já foi derrubado.
Some slaves collected gold and built their own churches. Slaves had to work from dawn till late at night in these narrow caves, where their bodies could only stoop, bent over. For fear of slaves smuggling the gold, the supervisors conducted body searches thoroughly. Then how were the slaves able to collect gold? The slaves worked rubbing oil on their whole bodies. They'd rub their bodies on the tunnel walls to cover themselves with mud. On returning home, they'd wash their bodies and collect the gold out of the washed water. They built a church for slaves with this gold. The church for slaves was perhaps more than a place for the religious beliefs. It was a silent resistance proclaiming that slaves were also humans. People who open the morning of Ouro Preto. Street sweepers work busily in every street. Designated as a World Heritage Site, Ouro Preto is enjoying its second gold age as it attracts many tourists. The churches here are relics that hold the glory days of Ouro Preto, when it flourished as a gold town. The interior of the church is decorated with gold. This church, whose delicate sculptures are extremely beautiful, took 33 years to complete.
Teve início da obra em 1727 e o término em 1760. Foram 33 anos de obra. E a matéria-prima usada na igreja foi a maioria da região, sendo que veio alguma coisa de Portugal, mas o ouro é tirado da região mesmo pelo fato de ter várias minas.
The nobles in Ouro Preto lavished gold on the church construction. The church was a landmark to claim the boundary of a noble's territory. It was a symbol of his wealth and power.